Hey everyone, I'm going to be making a set of dominoes again. This one's going to be for another aunt of mine. Going to be making in this is the color they picked out, the Roxy Epoxy. We're just doing the double set of 12s because they already have the trains they bought separately off Amazon, as well as the other set they bought. I guess I'm not sure if they call it the train station, the trains, and the racks that hold the dominoes, because the ones that I made, they don't quite fit. They kind of sort of just sit in there, but they don't angle back so you can actually see the numbers on them very well. They sit straight up and they hide the numbers. So they don't sit at an angle for you to be able to see them very well. They fit very tightly. So they bought a different set. My other aunt Donna, she bought a different set of them as well. And she got a different set of trains too. So, and the train station too. She didn't end up using the one that I had made. But that's fine. It doesn't matter. She does use the mint dominoes that I made her, and she loves them. So I'm going to be making this set in the blue Roxy Epoxy, the pearlescent mica powder. Going to be mixing up roughly 32 ounces because from what I read, that's what it says this amount takes just for the dominoes. Says it takes about 32 ounces. So I'm going to start off with just 16 ounces and start off with half, and then I'll mix up the other half because I'm not doing this thing doesn't even hold 32 ounces as it is. So I'm going to be using the mixer since it's still hard for me with arthritis and all, to be mixing that amount using the auto mixer thing. So I'm going to mix the epoxy, make sure it's good and thoroughly mixed, and then I'll put in the powder. I've got a scoop. I had a scoop. Where did I put the scoop? I'll find it when we come back. Oh, here it is. And figure out how many scoops. That way I can get an exact measurement for each time to make sure we have the exact color each time. So I'm getting, a level scoop for measurement for each time we mix it up. So I'm going to get 8 ounces of A, 8 ounces of B, and we'll be back when the resin's thoroughly and completely mixed up clear, and then I'll come back to add in the color. We'll be back shortly. This is going to be tricky. One. And 2 scoops. So I don't overly pour some into the cap. And this is 99% isopropyl alcohol I get off of Amazon. And I'm just going to just a little bit into here. It's not enough. Come on, I need a little more. Okay, maybe not. We'll see. Mixing it up to try and break it down. I need just a smidgen more, little bit of alcohol. Let's see if I can get just a little bit, because you don't want too much alcohol in there. A little resin in here too. Maybe that'll help get some of this out. It'll be harder to get out of the cup, but oh well. Mucky mess over there. Try to get some of that in there. This off of here, so I'm not getting it. Let me get one more napkin and close up this alcohol before I get it everywhere too. Get some sanitizer. Take my gloves off. Resin and mica. And now I can mix this up right quick. And this should stir in a lot better. And I will lightly mist the inside to hopefully help with bubbles. And I've already made sure the epoxy is thoroughly mixed. I used the mixer, but I also made sure I scraped the sides, the bottom thoroughly. And it was mixed for 5 minutes. Did it for about 3.5 with the mixer, and then 2 more minutes by hand. And made sure there's 0 streaks. And then I used my vacuum chamber to take out the bubbles, because yes, the mixer and by hand had, of course, the mixer itself had a ton of bubbles, and by hand had put in bubbles. And then I mixed again for a little bit more to make sure there was no streaks after I took it out of the vacuum chamber, very slowly this time, just ensuring there was no streaks. But it is already starting to warm up, because it's 16 ounces in a small cup. So I'm going to get this started pouring. And since this is all going to be one color, hopefully I can do this without making too much of one horrible mess. Might need to decant into smaller containers. Wish I had some that were used ones around here, but I don't know where they're at. Actually, let me grab, I got some silicone. Oh no, those are way too small. Those won't hold hardly nothing. Let's see what I can do with this. Oh, I feel this is going to be, yep, messy. And I forgot to spray. Hold up. Let's pray those ones don't have bubbles. Whew. That alcohol. Let's set this out the way. starting to thicken up and congeal. Clean up, clean up. All right. Get the gloves off so I can. These are trash. Turn off the computer, or pause the computer so I can mix up another set. These are trash. Get trashed. All right. I shall pause and be back soon for the next set. See you soon. Yeah, so I forgot to hit record when I finished mixing and started pouring. I am so sorry. But, it was, doing the same thing, just mixing up the colors. Or mixing up the resin. Put a little alcohol in a small cup. And being as I only did 12 ounces of resin this time, I did 16 ounces the first time, 12 ounces the second time, because it did not look like this thing took 32 ounces, and it does not. Not for just the dominoes. And I'm just making sure everyone is just fully topped up. Yeah, so these were made with the little excess. This little dragon had a little silver left over in the mold, so it's a little hard to tell. Just mostly blue. Yeah, Butterfingers there. Couple little skulls. One's a little shorter, didn't have enough in there. I still pulled him out early anyhow. I thought he looked cool being shorter. He's a little shorter. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. He's a little shorter. Not by much, just a little bit. And then I got a third one. Figured I'd have to give them a couple of days harden up so I can deburr them. Same thing with these. I'll have to have a few days to harden up and I can deburr everything. I'm going to send one, so you have to have like little extra characters and stuff. So I'll send this one so they can have an extra little token for when they're playing Mexican Train. And I did have one mishap when I accidentally bumped and the spray bottle fell over, tipped right into the resin. So did go back down into it, but the back of one looks a little, I may have to repour. We'll see how it looks when it comes out. I'll have to get a spot to let these set a little while longer. No bubbles. Yep, I'll let them set nice and flat. It's got a couple little bubbles in that one. I tried to spray with alcohol. Must not have gotten enough in that one. started evaporating out. There's one of the blanks. Somewhere one of these other ones has another blank. Let's see, threes. That's actually an exact number. Five. Then I get to have the fun of going through and doing all the color, all of the ones in one color, all the twos in one color, threes in one color, etc. Some of the swirls from the mic is pretty cool on some of these. Let's see if I can get. That's just the mica on the front. I like the one on this one. This one did really cool on the front. As soon as the zoom catches up. Just the mica swirls as it went around the little round dots for the numbers. All right, let's go back up. That's the black. You stand back up. That's 8. I think that's a 10. Twos. First one. And I'll fast forward through all this because nobody wants to see all of these unmold individually. fingers. Okay, so I'm going to leave these a few days to harden. Saturday afternoon, I may or may not be on, oh no wait, Sunday. I'll have to move these before Sunday for April's live. Find somewhere to move them, probably on the stove temporarily. I have a silicone mat that they sit on so they're not, touching any food cooking equipment. I never do that. This is the good one. Where'd the other one go? This is the good one. This one has 2 little dots, so that one will sit over here. Okay. So we'll let all of these harden up. And then after a couple of days or a week or so and they're good and hardened, I can take the deburring tool to them. And then when I know they're good and hardened, I can start putting the numbers in them next week. That way all right, where's the pins? Did I give her back the pins? Oh, I need to check with Aunt Sylvia, Donna. Did I give her back the coloring pins? Yep, I need to check with Aunt Donna. I think I did. Oh, nope, they're in a different spot. Okay. These will be the paint markers. ZOBBX 18 color paint markers, oil-based pigments. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 for the colors that will be used. And I think we're good, and I'm probably rambled enough, so I'm going to go ahead and thank you, and we'll be back, like I said, in a couple of days. I'm not going to do the deburring on here because that's just slow, and I have to wait for it to harden up because you do it when it's too soft, and it literally just digs in and takes chunks out that you don't need, so you need to wait for it to harden up for a few days to do it. At least that's what I do. Different people have their own opinions, but I personally wait a few days, at least 2 days. But my granddaughter's going to be here when I would normally do it, so I have to wait a couple of extra longer days. And I'll be doing the live. I may do it on the live, and we'll be back soon. See y'all later. Bye.